So not exactly the best day for the first team offense. They had 3 drives, only put up 3 points, and it's because they had great field position off of a turnover. But let's pump the brakes a little bit. I mean, it's the first preseason game. Bo Nix is going into a sophomore season. He looked a little bit rusty, but let's break it down. So here we go, shotgun formation. Nix surveying the field. He's gonna loft it up. Cortland saw, and I thought he was gonna come down with this live when I was watching it. This a really a freebie for Sutton more often than not. But of course, that's tight coverage. It's a tough angle to be able to catch that ball. Sutton makes that catch though 9 times out of 10 once the season starts. And look at RJ Harvey, my guy, getting to the outside. I'm so excited about him. I watched him a ton in college, and I think he's an absolute stud. And we saw exactly why right there. As you know, once he gets by that first level, he's as good as gone. Super strong as well, physical back. And Bo Nix nearly takes a sack and tries to get it over to his running back, but is unable to. But good elusiveness by Nix though to be able to break that sack. And now we've got a handoff. Nix is going to roll out, and he's just going to take the easy one, of course. Yeah, I like to see that, man, to be honest with you guys. I really do. Nick's just, he's showing that he knows where to go with the football, even though it might not be perfect. The thing with Nick's is he just reads a defense so well. And now this is going to be a crack toss to the left side. Doesn't really go for much. That's a play that a lot of teams ran against the Niners last season. So Sean Payton doing his research right there. That's effective. It didn't work on that play and just throwing it right to the flat. So yeah, just not a great drive, being honest. But again, the point of preseason is you don't really know what to expect. It's to get reps, to get up to speed. And Nix will play this weekend in the second preseason game, and I expect him to be a lot better. It's not like he was necessarily bad. Like, yeah, I mean, of course, he took a safety, which we'll get into in a second here. But one sec, Nick Benito is an absolute menace. Look at him coming off the edge, basically untouched. Like, the guy just tapped him. He's just so quick off of the line of scrimmage. And he just did it 3 plays in a row. This is not normal. Like, it's not normal for an edge rusher to do that over and over and over again. It just doesn't matter which tackle's out there. He's not stopping Nick Benito. Get this guy paid. Like, what are we doing, Denver? Oh my goodness, man. He almost got another sack. But this basically is a sack because, and I thought this, I thought the time of watching this live that was intentional grounding. I don't think that ball got past the line of scrimmage. But that's basically a sack because all of a sudden Mac has to backpedal and just sort of like throw up a prayer out of bounds, and hopefully it's not intentional grounding. So Nick Benito completely took over that drive after a miserable first drive defensively for the Broncos. And yeah, just get it down to your back. That's one that Bo Nix has to hit. He recognizes the edge, right? This is like sort of like a hot read, and he does perfect read. I mean, that's a first down if he catches it, but it's just not on target. But it is what it is, man. This is why we play the preseason, or this is why at least I watch the preseason, just try to figure this out and see what Denver can do to make some adjustments. And Bo Nix is throwing it underneath a lot, getting rid of it quickly. There's a lot of pressure coming in too. When the Broncos have their full offensive line out there, he's going to have a lot more time to throw, as it was number one in terms of pass blocking last season. And another edge guy just on a blitz, and not even edge, but just looked like a safety blitz. Let me see this again. Yeah, this is a safety blitz. And he just, Bo Nix, I mean, there's nothing else he can really do. Like, I mean, I'd rather him throw that away and take the safety because it's the preseason, right? I mean, if he gets lit up there, maybe he fumbles it, maybe he gets injured. Like, I don't really hate that, but of course, it can't happen again. It's one of those plays that you kind of just have to look at it and figure out a way to where it doesn't happen again. And yeah, this is just a quick check down from Mac Jones. You can see Denver's front is applying a lot more pressure. Right here, good clean pocket. And that ball is intercepted. Let's go, man. It's funny because I literally just for a second forgot about this play. But yeah, that gives the Broncos good field position, and they wouldn't really do much with it. RJ Harvey just, oh my God, this was one of the best plays of the day. Probably my favorite. Well, actually, Trent Sherfield's touchdown was probably my favorite play. But this is just an awesome play by Harvey, showing exactly why the Broncos took a chance on him, man. I also thought it was pretty cool how Sean Payton gave Harvey a ton of touches, 7 carries for 25 yards. Not the best efficiency in the world. I think that's like 3.7 yards per carry. He also did have a catch for 4 yards out of the backfield early on in this game. But it's just about getting these guys up to speed. And Harvey is going to be a workhorse for Denver. Now, J.K. Dobbins did work in with the first team. Didn't have a carry, which makes sense because he's an injury-prone player. I don't know why you'd be giving him a carry. Like in the first preseason game, he did have a catch out of the backfield for, I think it was like 4 yards. Where's the stats? I think it was like 4 yards. Yeah, it was for 4 yards. So that's pretty cool. You can see these guys are going to be sort of like changing up and things like that. This play right here I thought was interesting because you could see Troy Franklin, he's not exactly open. I mean, the coverage is pretty tight. You'd have had to have a perfect ball to be able to fit this in there. He does have him beat by like maybe half a step, but there's a safety help. It's just, I mean, I get it. Franklin's fast, taller receiver. We're going to see him on the next play after this right here as he's going to move the chains. That's a more reasonable throw. Good play call right there by Sean Payton. I love the aggressiveness as well going for it. I mean, 7 points is a lot better than 3 points, right? Scoring that touchdown. So let's just go for it. Why the hell not? Trust Bo Nix. I mean, it's the beauty of having a good quarterback. It's gonna be a handoff to the left side, not much. Good job by the running back to pick up like a couple of extra yards. Look, there was absolutely nothing on that play. He makes a good cut. It's a smart play, to be honest with you. And now we've got another handoff this time to the right side. And if he was able to get by that defender, it would have been a pretty decent gain, but he wasn't. Good tackle. Like if he breaks that, I mean, there was another guy coming, like a linebacker or whatever, but I mean, it is what it is. A shotgun formation. See Bo Nix surveying the field. He's going to go to Trey. Oh, that's actually Cortland Sutton. Yeah, Cortland Sutton was one-on-one. I don't mind this at all. I mean, because if you don't get this, you get 3 points anyway, so why not throw it up to your stud, the guy you just got paid? But again, just great coverage. I think that was Luther out there, Luther Jr., who's a pretty solid young corner, and the Broncos do get points. But with Denver, the thing with them is you love a touchdown, but even just getting field goals, that's going to be good enough with how elite this defense is going to be. And we saw the first drive defensively was pretty pathetic as the 49ers just marched down the field. But then after that, there was only, well, technically there was no points allowed because the 2 points came from Bo Nix. So there was no points allowed after the first drive. And I think we're going to see a lot of that from Denver this season is just under 10 points. Like, I don't think teams are going to be scoring very much. I mean, maybe if the Broncos get up big, they're just going to go like no huddle and just sort of be aggressive and things like that and get some points. But Denver last season, they were so difficult to move the ball on, and they got even better, of course, by going out there in the offseason and getting Talanoa Hufanga, who did play yesterday. He saved a touchdown in the first drive, but I mean, they would score anyway. And we also saw, of course, the addition from Dre Greenlaw. So both these guys come over. What do they do best? Sort of plug in the middle, stop the run, be aggressive, and tackle in the open field and things like that. And also just the linebackers being healthy, like Alex Singleton, I think is about to have a monster year. Good to have him out there, 100%. Drew Sanders kind of waiting on him. He's hurt right now. But these backers look great, man. I think that was like a big weakness for the Broncos last season was they just didn't have the best linebacker play, which makes sense because they were just had to go deep into the depth. The front is amazing. The secondary is amazing. You know who I'm really excited about is going to be Jahdae Barron playing in that nickel. Of course, on the outside, you're going to have Riley Moss and Patrick Surtain. There's just depth everywhere. Like, I like PJ Locke. I like Chris Abrams-Drain. I mean, it's a defense that it's just going to be a absolute monster of a unit. And Jarrett Stidham, I'll end the video on this to let you guys get out of here. But I thought Jarrett Stidham played very, very well. And he showcased that if Bo Nix were to ever miss time, that he could come in and help this team. I mean, 14 of 15, his only incompletion, I want to say, was his first throw of the game, if I remember correctly, where he sort of just missed his guy in the flat. Towards the sideline, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns. Also adds in 36 yards with his legs. Like, Jarrett Stidham was a huge winner from this game, and that matters as well. It certainly, certainly does. Because, if Jarrett Stidham continued to play like this, you never know. Maybe a team loses a quarterback and they want to make a trade or something, or maybe, like Bo Nix were to get injured, he could step in. So